Review of My Little Pony season 6 episodes 1 and 2. Double Potter. Personally, I know like double potters are cool, but I would more prefer if they were separated. One this week and then one next week, etc., etc.
Well, honestly, I like the fact that they put them together because their demographic is for little children, and little children have poor attention spans. But for me, I have so many other shows I watch, and I try to catch up on, and I have to end up binging most of the time. So I totally forget what happened the week before.
Yeah, I got a point there. Okay, so here's the mouse. A fair episode.
Besides, with like Doctor Who and stuff, I hate spoilers and I hate TBCs, to be continued. So I just don't watch the episode until the next week, anyways. So I like the fact that they put them together.
Yeah. So season 6, episodes 1 and 2 from the Chrisling. Yeah. Fair episode. Nothing spectacular, but nothing bad either. Twilight's castle is bigger on the inside, it seems. Perhaps a map would simplify
bigger on the inside, but don't take it from me.
So yeah, I guess they're using like Time Lord technology. Yeah.
Yeah.
Or maybe not.
Twilight is a clever person. She might have picked up on some of Doctor Who's stuff.
True, and maybe not necessarily like a map. Maybe just like signs on the wall that says bathroom this way, library this way, torture room this way.
Or at least have the the castle stop shifting rooms around. That's just a pain in the arse.
That would help too. That would help too, most definitely.
You know how often the TARDIS does that? Ugh, it's so annoying.
Oh, yeah.
Although it's funny when it happens to other people.
Okay, so Spike and Starlight work pretty well together in this episode. Surprisingly, yes. Yeah. Huh. Of course, Spike has the place figured out already. Hyper competent assistant. Spike is always a good sign for an episode. I don't want to say always. Huh? Any tidbits you want to add in?
No, it's just my my browser finally kicked in with all of the YouTube channels and shit that were loading in the background, and so I had to mute it.
Oh. That Starlight face when she sees the bee stack was priceless. With as many ideas as she has, she should really consider compiling them into an encyclopedia. Friendshipia. Only 400 volumes. They'd have to give her own wing just to store it. Yeah. Although I think 400 volumes is too
short. Hello?
It appears we have lost him.
Oh no, he turned into a robot. Oh, he's been lost. He's lost in the head. Aw, poor BB's lost. Starlight is the companion. I mean, acts as the audience surrogate in order to ask the questions that would be awkward otherwise. Dex suspects that this role may continue. Pinkie is Pinkie when it comes to parties. Well, always. I like the urn foretelling the crystalling. He always knew just what to do. Talking about Sunburst, foreshadowing things to come.
Okay.
Starlight has misgivings about meeting Sunburst. She talks about it with Spike, but talking to Twilight and direct communicating might have helped ease her worries. Spike tells her this, but she's still reluctant. Twilight uses British pronunciation of ant, probably to save us a few Antmare memes. What is with you, Madrock? You sound like a freaking robot. Twilight. I think he's swimming. Twilight doesn't engage the way I would hope she would when Starlight does talk to her. The list is a little impersonal. Peaceful, but it still does. It does show she cares. Drock, you're spazzing out again.
Should cut all that together and make it into a song.
It should. Hey! Fluttergus here.
Maybe.
I think.
It's
are you or are you not?
It's a possibility.
Oh, I thought you were about to say it's a possum.
No. Why would I say that?
Somebody, I don't know, somebody is listening to the stream. Or just doesn't have headphones in.
Where'd Madrock go? He left because I joined. Look what I did.
No, he's been spazzing out totally.
Okay. So what are you guys up to?
We are discussing the newest episode.
Ooh, I saw it.
Yeah, me too. It was meh.
What do you mean it was meh? It was great character development for Starlight Glimmer.
Yes, but I mean the story overall was just kind of meh to me.
How do you guys feel about M.A. Larson no longer writing the scripts?
I don't know. Mostly because I am not such a fanatical brony that I know particularly who that is. I'm guessing she's a head writer, like Moffat is for Sherlock.
I mean, that would be true if... I mean, that would be true if M.A. Larson was actually a girl.
Okay, I don't know, you see? I am not knowing these... I do not know these people, okay? I am only sort of... I am still brony, but I am not, like, digging deep into the fandom like everybody else.
Dig deep and
But
join
I am
us.
going to pony convention. I am going to pony convention today.
How can you call
Technically it's tomorrow,
yourself?
but I'm going to the house. Huh?
How can you call yourself a brony and then, or how can you call yourself a non-hardcore brony and then go to the pony conventions? I'm ashamed of you.
Because I get to meet John Delancey.
I'm ashamed of you.
I get to meet my childhood hero. That is the whole reason I'm going.
Okay, where are we?
To
Where
spend
are we
an
in this?
entire weekend stalking Delancey. I mean, what? Oh, wait,
Yeah,
we're
where-
live. Never mind.
Where
Not
are we in the
stalking.
review?
No.
All right, Kim Possible, you have fun with that.
Dude,
Where are
I
we?
was obsessed with Delancey before Kim Possible existed.
Anyway, where are we
I have-
in the review?
I have idolized and worshipped Q since 1994. Okay?
I was not
I
alive
don't
in
know if Kim Possible
1994.
was alive yet. I don't think Kim Possible was either. So I am a longer time Delancey fan.
Mhm. So where are we in the review?
Shining.
We are the
You-
Yeah. Shiny steals the show with the overwhelming new Papa routine. Overwhelming Papa new routine.
I gotta admit, it makes me afraid to ever be a father.
Me too. Although I never will, so it's all good.
I'm not afraid to be a father.
Starlight slightly manipulative about Spike, the hero of the Crystal Empire, trying to get Spike onto his favorite subject, himself. Ah, yes,
Sounds
because
like
anybody's
Maydrock.
favorite subject is themselves. Hey, why, thank you.
Actually, my favorite subject is is learning about others.
Larson! Oh, wait, you didn't have anything to do this one. Oh, yeah, M.A. Larson is not a writer for Season 6.
Yeah,
That
see,
sucks.
even he knows.
Yeah.
Well,
So who?
that's because Maydrock has a very selective knowledge base, and about 80% of it is ponies.
Actually, surprising, Ponies only takes up like 10%. Although I do wonder who the writer for this season is. Well, what writers, I guess I should say.
Why didn't you just stick around for the end credits? They would have told you.
Okay, the birth of an alicorn is something Questria has never seen. What about the sisters? You think we should call off the event with hunters of ponies gathering around and have an infant randomly shooping the whoop? Nah. Okay, so the thing about the sisters is, yes, the two sisters were born alicorns, but when they were born alicorns, Equestria did not exist yet.
Well, I mean, like, do we really know that they were born alicorns? I mean, think about it. They knew
dude.
Starswirl the Bearded,
And
Starswirl the Bearded was a very powerful wizard.
No, I do know for a fact they were born. I have the journal of the two sisters. And
that means nothing unless
They
it
were
was.
born.
That means nothing unless it was written.
It's canon. It is listed as canon.
Yeah, it's written by the show.
It's an
people,
official
so-
book. It's
Yeah.
canon.
And how come they?
So
didn't
yeah, they were
know?
born.
They said it
They
was
were
like
born.
they said it was unusual for even them for an alicorn baby to exist.
Yeah, because they said that none were born in Equestria, and when they were born, Equestria didn't exist yet. Okay, now Shining
So
seems
it's the
much
first time in a very
more.
long time.
Yeah, Shining seems much more discombobulated than Cadence.
That's because he's a
Yeah.
guy.
No, I
Dude,
think.
It's true. He's a guy. That's the
No,
reason.
I'm
He
not
has a
arguing
hard.
that point.
Yeah, he has a hard
Not
job
again.
as captain of the Royal Guard.
I'm not arguing that
Yeah.
point. I'm just saying that Cadence probably wasn't more discombobulated because she was way too tired after pushing that thing out. It's like, now I'm too tired to deal with this.
I wonder what hurt worse, the horn or the wings.
I don't know.
Well, probably the wings are folded in. So and if you look at a Pegasus when their wings are folded, it's pretty streamlined, so it probably wouldn't have hurt as much. And the horn, unless it was a breech birth, would probably have just come out first. So that part wouldn't have hurt as much. I'd say it was the hooves.
Oh, and also I want to add something about, her being born Alicorn. Maybe one of the reasons why there's never really ever been a Alicorn birth in Equestria before is because the only two Alicorns never had, well, before Cadance, of course, never had a child. Genetics.
I'm gonna stop you there for a sec. Then why is Prince Blue Blood the nephew of Princess Celestia? That obviously means that he is the son of Princess Luna.
Yeah, I'm still trying to figure that out.
Necessarily. It could be. It could be in the way that you know how you have that family friend that you call like, hey, it's Uncle Joe or whatever, who's not really your relative, but he's a good, very close family friend. Or she.
I got one of those in my house.
And
that like better.
There you go. So it could technically be something like that, where she took in his family, or his family was already royalty when she and her sister became nobility, became the princesses of Equestria. So in order to keep that royal bloodline going, she just goes by Aunt Celestia and Aunt Luna.
Yeah, that makes more sense.
To basically every pony within that bloodline.
Yeah.
Well, think about it this way, though. If it's unnatural for alicorns for alicorn babies to exist, that would make a lot more sense, given if Luna did give birth to a unicorn.
Yeah, but I mean, an alicorn can still give birth to unicorn. I mean, I'm not saying that they can't. I'm just saying that when did Luna? I mean, she was stuck on the moon for 1,000 years.
Yeah, exactly. And he's only, what, 20s or whatever?
It was a surrogate baby.
She wouldn't... No, it wouldn't have worked. So it's more of a... it's the fact that in order to retain their bloodline as nobility, they just call her aunt, as if they're related when they aren't related.
Anybody that's from this is on YouTube, and anybody that watches the YouTube video, you can comment in the comments and tell us what you think. Okay, anyway, deal with your fears by facing them, not by putting them off. Twilight. Well said, Bug Horse. Well said. Most of the time, yeah, that does work. And the sad thing is, that's exactly what
how Dex said it. Well said, Book Horse.
I mean, I agree, but, some things you just want to put off forever. For a long time.
This is true.
Like going to the store in the freezing cold rain to pick up milk.
Well, hey, think about it this way. Cadance doesn't have to worry about that anymore.
True. I am so glad. I mean, I'm not really a big fan of the name Flurry Heart, but I'm so glad they didn't name her Skyla for some reason. I don't know why. I just don't really like that name.
I don't think anyone really likes that name. And if anyone's watching this and has the name that's similar to Skyla, I apologize.
Spike shines his best in this episode.
That's because he was polished.
No, he really does.
Yeah, because he was like working off of like Starlight. So yeah,
I honestly can say with a straight face, I think I ship Spike and Starlight now.
I think a lot of people do. But yeah, he wasn't that much of a complainer this episode.
That's because he was in charge.
Spike has a pinky moment from Billy Vanilli, putting undue pressure on Starlight. The awkwardness is kind of cute between Starlight and Sunburst. They both have something to hide. Yeah, that was kind of cute. I gotta say something else also cute too. All of Starlight's reactions, they're just all her faces that she made. They're all so cute.
Mm-hmm.
She's cute when she's nervous.
Not so cute when she's angry.
Like, before watching this episode, I was, like, thinking, Grant, or, like, I'm like, Starlight am I? And I was like, oh, you know what? She's not that bad of a character.
Well, like I was telling, hold on. I lost my train of thought. Like I was telling Doc, I believe that this episode not only was to introduce the Alicorn baby and everything, but was more or less to create a character development for Starlight Glimmer.
Yeah.
Okay, so end of part 1. Okay, starting part 2. How do they settle the area before the crystal art? I think that's a fair question. Like, how is it created and all that stuff? They should really make an episode that explains that better.
I agree.
Yeah.
Okay, the weather has a will of its own up north as well.
Well, they had spent 1,000 years without anybody controlling the weather up there, so
true.
Plus,
it kind of created a world of its own.
here's like a really good question. So, like, what is it with like these certain locations where the weather and everything just goes on its own rather than being controlled by the Pegasi? Like the Everfree Forest, the Deep North. You gotta wonder, like, why they do that.
Yeah. Okay, let's see. Is there anything I want to add to that?
Well, I think with the Everfree Forest, the elements of harmony originated there. So it's kind of like a ley line. How, if you know about, like, human magic and stuff, ley lines are points along, or are lines, kind of veins around the world where magic is at its strongest point. And this could be something similar where, because the elements of harmony originated there, it created a sort of energy well where it kind of gave life to the weather patterns, gave its own life to the weather patterns because of the vast amount of energy within the forest.
Now, okay, here's a question. Now, this might seem like a weird question, but is the Crystal Empire part of Equestria? Now, here's why I'm asking this. Because I'm thinking that the Crystal Empire vanished before Equestria was established.
I
mean, they took part in the Equestria games.
Okay, so yeah. Got a point there.
I mean, it is technically part of Equestria. I don't know if it was considered part of Equestria before, or it was incorporated as part of Equestria once it was re-established.
Okay, yeah. Let's see. Sure, something they regret. Wouldn't surprise me if Twilight found out about Sunburst while looking for him. Yeah.
I didn't really understand
Probably.
that.
So Twilight told them to each to share something they regret, through Spike. Mm-hmm. And Twilight was looking up Sunburst in order to, Twilight found Sunburst in the Crystal Empire. So while she was doing her research on him, because she is a thorough little SOB, she she discovered his dirty little secrets and figured that would be something they could bond over.
Hmm.
You know,
I get it now.
hey,
Yeah.
so and that makes sense because that is something she would do because she learned from experience that happens.
I wonder if like Sunburst was like in the same class with either Sunset or Twilight.
It's a good question.
Or neither,
I could see like him being in the same class as Sunset Shimmer.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because
maybe that's how Twilight found out about him in the first place.
Oh jeez.
Yeah, I mean,
I remember him. He was the smart, klutzy one.
Yeah, I mean,
because the Sunset Shimmer. Just like, do you remember a pony in Equestria named, And she's like, oh my god, I remember him.
Yeah, because Twilight never like mentions like, oh yeah, Sunburst is in my class, but then again, back then she was a bookworm, so she probably never even noticed any of the other kids. Okay.
She basically only had a couple of friends, if you remember, and she didn't even pay attention to them.
I like how she never reconnected with Lyra Heartstrings. That was the best. Just like, oh, let me reconnect with all of my other friends, but fuck you, Lyra.
Yeah. Celestia,
they live in the same
something.
town. They see each other.
Yeah, Celestia, Lena, do something. Party poppers. Yeah,
I think he meant poopers.
No, it says
no,
poppers.
Party poppers.
I know it says poppers, but I think he meant poopers.
Poppers.
Yeah, autocorrect.
Poppers sound so much better.
I mean, yeah. I guess they're not completely useless after all. They make great cloud poppers. Spike is supportive this episode with Starlight. Yeah.
Isn't Spike usually supportive of people? He's like the ultimate sidekick. And the only time he actually has good episodes is when he's assisting, not the center stage.
I mean, is that really such a bad thing?
No, but I'm saying that he's usually supportive of ponies.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't really like him as a center stage character, in all honesty. I don't like Spike. Not a big fan of him in general.
Most people don't like Spike. He's better as a supporting role.
Yeah. Okay, so love the great double mustache pony. I gotta say I do too. He was nice. Okay. I'm not even sure how these are organized, Cadence. Have you never visited your own library? Do you not have a Dewdrop Dewey Decibel system? Yes. Somebody should really organize those bugs. This looks like a job for Twilight.
A new staycation?
Staycation?
Uh-oh, careful. Careful, Discord will take over again.
Speaking of Discord, you would have been a real help in this episode. Where the hell was he?
Would have been.
Where were you,
He wasn't
Discord?
invited.
You don't want to know what he was... Yeah, he wasn't invited, and he got pissed. I mean, you saw what happened when he wasn't invited to... when he thought he wasn't invited to the gala. He's like, there's an alicorn baby born. I'm not invited. I thought we connected, Cadence.
Can you?
With that whole killer flower thing. I thought we connected.
Can you imagine Discord?
I'm just going to sit here and play with my dust bunnies.
Can you imagine Discord becoming Flurry Heart's godfather?
Oh my god.
That would be hilarious. But I'm pretty sure that was Sunburst.
Anyway.
I'm pretty sure Crystaller is a godfather.
Or godparent.
Or godparent. Yeah.
Okay.
Is the equivalent of a godparent.
It's a good thing we found it too. Without this, I don't know what would we do. Twilight, you know what must happen next. Yes, you never say stuff like that. You never say what could go wrong or.
She jinxed it. Exactly. Famous last words.
And when you do
Without
that,
this, I don't know what we'll do.
I mean, she didn't even knock on wood.
Well, in all fairness, it is the Crystal Empire. I don't think there's wood anywhere.
True. Aquaman.
How was the Alicorn born? None.
Aquamagic can now be reflected by a hoof mirror. Twilight has eidetic memory. Seems legit.
Eidetic.
I guess
in other words,
eidetic,
she has a photographic memory.
Ah. So yeah, anytime you want to defeat an Alicorn, just hold up a mirror. That's all.
Well, it's a baby Alicorn.
Yeah. So the magic is more or less untamed.
Exactly.
Like if the magic was tamed, it probably would have shattered.
Kind of like their manes in this episode.
Okay, why
that was more or less Shining Armor and Sunburst's mains.
Why didn't they just send Shining
and Cadence?
Her main too?
Yeah, at least at the beginning. I think she straightened it out. I blame Rarity.
Why didn't they just send Shiny out earlier? Would have saved RD, AJ, and Flutters a lot of time. Don't you think they'd have some clout? Yeah. It's we only say the question 3 or 4 times, but yeah, just don't listen to us at all. Your funeral.
Well, 5 or 6 times, in all honesty.
Yeah. They spent the face budget on giving Starlight great reactions. Yes, as I said before, she did have some great reactions. The glasses slide was a great reaction to the revelation about Starlight. About Starlight. Yeah, it's so. Did you go travel back in time?
Maybe a little.
Nice to see the crystal forms again. It was nice. I mean, I did like them, but the longer I looked at them, the more they kind of bothered me for some reason. I don't know why they bothered me. It just seemed kind of weird. The crystal forms.
Yeah, the crystal pounds.
And the Sunburst Glimmer shipping begins. Yes, it does.
I think that's another canon ship.
It will never last.
What all does a Chrysler do?
I'm not saying it will, but...
See, what all does a Chrysler do?
I mean, it's a godfather. God pony, whatever.
Well, and I think Chrysler would teach her music, teach her magic, probably change a bunch of diapers, a bunch.
I'm the godfather, capiche?
See, I think it's magic and stuff.
I'll make you an offer you can't refuse.
No. But you said no icing anyone on my wedding day. Honey, it's my job. I gotta do it.
Putting her on the right path, but giving her space to grow sounds about right for Celestia, though she was more hooves off than she needed to be sometimes. Yeah.
I can see it.
So that's all of Dax's notes. Anything to add?
About the sunburst glimmer not lasting. Most canon ships haven't lasted. I mean, look at frickin' Flashlight.
Oh, dear God.
That lasted basically all of a few episodes. Tiny little pieces here and there, and then suddenly it disappears because the fans are up in arms.
Yep.
Hey, what would Flurry Heart be considered? Would she be considered a princess?
I guess
Yes.
because only alicorns are princesses.
No. Here's what I'm asking. So, if Cadence was a queen and she had a daughter, it'd be considered a princess. But Cadence is a princess herself, so what would her daughter be considered?
It's still considered a princess.
It's a pre-princess.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure it's still a princess.
Okay.
Either that or it's a duchess or something, depending on the level of royalty.
Okay.
That sounds pretty cool though. Duchess Flurry Hearts.
That does sound pretty cool.
I'm still just going to call Flurry Heart McFlurry.
Mm.
Any other chime-in tidbits anybody wants to add?
Not that I can think of. Then again, I didn't wake up too long ago, so my brain is still like meh.
As I said
I've
before,
been spending the last few days trying to pack my shit up, so.
I was, like I said before the stream started, I was kind of surprised there was no songs in it.
That is actually true. I'm surprised there was no songs. There's usually songs in the premieres and or the finales. Please, for the love of God, shut up.
So, I wonder what precautions they're going to imply to make sure that McFlurry can never shatter the crystal heart again.